So I need to charge. We'll do the Supercharge talk number 34. I just subscribed to another plan, and unfortunately I have to charge it to this guy, which is pretty slow. So this is the 235-1, 235-1. It's this guy. So let me get the charging open. I want to check open charge. Okay, let's see if everything works. Okay. Attiva ricarica, and looks like it's working, which is good. Let's see how it's charging. Yeah, I'm at 58. Unfortunately, I did a charging plan which is it shows me only this charging station, B charge, instead the other one where there is a Tesla down there, a Wiwa, and I would prefer that one is faster. So it's charging at 50 kilowatts, which sucks, but that's probably because I'm at 58%, and that's okay. Now beside me there is this guy. I think it's a BMW. I don't know what car is it. I think it's an hybrid. He just parked there and occupy a stall for no reason. Idiots in charge, I guess. Anyway, I'm charging here up to maybe 90, 85, 90 or something like that, because tomorrow I have a trip to Florence, back to Florence, 400 kilometers. So I wanted to charge a bit more so that I just do one stop in Magliano Sabina. Anyway, we'll do the Supercharger talk number 34. There are several news in the Tesla world. Tesla had its financials and were very, very good, at least for them, good for them. But most interesting was about their cars and technology and new features and a bunch of stuff. So first of all, let's start with the looks like the Juniper Model Y Juniper. So the refresh started production in China. That's the rumor. There are a few pictures going around about camouflaged Model Y that goes around. It's basically the same period as last year for the Model 3 refresh. My opinion is that we already know what it's supposed to look like, at least for the front. Maybe the back there is a longer lights along the thing, but we don't know. So I'm not sure why the camouflage is necessary. They do it like that, but what I'm more interested in, what kind of technologies are inside the Model Y. And the reason is because Model Y is the most sold car, for example, here in Europe, and most likely everywhere, and not only in electric, but against the gasoline or diesel. So, and then we had the Cybertruck. So I hope there are some technologies that come from the Cybertruck. Maybe the 48 volts architecture, better battery life and kilometers. And I wish there was steer-by-wire, and also maybe not, but the 48 volts for sure, I think, because it saves a lot of money and weight, and better technology in the batteries, and vehicle to grid, V2G would be great. I know that in China they are mandate to have that, because they figure out they had millions and millions of cars going around, EVs, so millions and millions of batteries, pretty big batteries going around. So why not having V2G and plug it into the grid? So Model Y was the best-selling car in September in Europe, 20,000 units, pretty good. Apple Watch support is coming. I don't have one, so good for you if you have it. The Cybertruck is profitable, and that's pretty good because the number of units is around 35, maybe 40. What they were planning is 50 by Christmas. So if it's already profitable, that's a big deal, because Cybertruck is pretty expensive to produce. The other thing is that Tesla lowered the production cost of each car. From all the cars, the average is around 32, 35, something like that. So it's pretty good, and it's going to be lower and lower in time because better production and better batteries, cheaper batteries too. And then they produce 7 million cars at the Fremont factory, which is really good. And then this is another news. It's the cheaper car would be produced, or we don't know if it production or released by the mid of 2025. For cheaper car, we don't know which one. If it's the Cybercab, I'm not sure. The Cybercab is 2 seats. Maybe they stick, they get that, and they stick a steering wheel and a bunch of other things, and they have the cheaper car, but it's just 2 seats. I'm not sure. In Europe, they won't get it, because most of the people that get small cars, they want 4 seats. Most likely because they go around the cities doing shopping, and maybe they have kids and stuff. So you need at least 4 seats. Maybe you don't sit 4 people, maybe 2 people, but the kid goes in the back. Okay, you cannot sit a kid in front. Okay, especially if it's very young. Okay, you need the special seats and stuff. Now the Cybercab uses the Unboxed Method for production, which is good to know, because that's the new method for production, and will reduce the cost and will reduce time to produce the car, which is good. It's still 58 kilowatts charging. Okay, good. And then they produce 100 million 4680 batteries, which is good. That means the production of this battery is in full swing. That's good. The other thing there is, and was recently announced, that HW3 will not be capable of running FSD, which sucks, because Tesla and Elon Musk, in the years before, they always mentioned that HW3 was going to be supported and all that stuff, and that doesn't look like the case. So if you want to buy FSD with your car that is older, that has HW3 as a computer or MCU, they tell you that you can get a free upgrade to HW4. Okay, now FSD is $6,000 $8,000. We don't know how much in euros, because we don't have FSD in Europe yet. Probably it's coming soon. We hope so, to 2025. But you are paying 8,000 or 6,000 euros. They'll upgrade your hardware to HW4. I'm not sure how many people would buy it. Okay, my opinion is that FSD real test is going to be Europe and maybe China, and so will take longer to be a full how you say, a mass market feature. We'll see. Now Tesla updates. There are 2024.38.2, .4, and .6. I installed recently the .2. Okay. Now that two, actually, where is the, okay. That 6, sorry, not the 2, the 6 will change Sentry Mode battery consumption. I did 2 tests last year, and in 24 hours battery consumption for Sentry Mode is between 4% and 5.5%, okay? It didn't look like really related to how many events it will record. I had the 5.5%, I think it was around 20, 25 events. But I think it's the fact that the computer and all the batteries are on all the time. And that's a pretty big consumption, but this 2024.38.6 will reduce Sentry Mode by 40%. So as soon as they start already to release it, as soon as I get the version, the Tesla update, I will do another test for Sentry Mode, which will be interesting. Smart Summon is coming to Europe? Question mark, or exclamation point? It's supposed to come because this Smart Summon is part of the enhanced autopilot, and in Europe we have enhanced autopilot, so some people do have it. So we'll see how it goes. Now the import tax for Europe for Chinese vehicle, Tesla will pay 7.8% on Tesla, and the maximum will be 45% on other Chinese vehicle. Okay. Now, this is a big deal. First of all, because it was not lobbying by OEM, so by automakers, European automakers. Okay. It's not that they ask to protect themselves from Chinese import of EVs. And that's because a lot of European automakers have investment or partnership with the Chinese automakers. And so they would produce cars and then import in Europe and would pay tax on it. Which is strange. So my guess is that these import taxes are lobbying by oil companies, petroleum companies, okay? Because more and more EVs are on the road, less ICE car on the road, less oil will be used. Less gasoline, less diesel, okay? My opinion is the following. I mean, you have to see a bigger picture, okay? If you're drowning, you're at sea and you're drowning, somebody comes with the life jacket, you don't ask what color is the life jacket, if it fits, what size, who makes it, where it comes from, you just take the life jacket, okay? That's the example I always tell people when they talk about import taxes on products that save lives. And for 2 reasons they save lives EV. One, because they are safer as a car, and most importantly because they don't pollute. They don't pollute where the car is driven, okay? And that's mostly in the cities. Here in Europe we have the highest, in Italy actually, we have the highest polluted region in Europe. The cities sometimes they close traffic because the pollution, okay? So less pollution means better health. So I see from a health point of view, if you give me a product that better my health and everybody else, because if I drive an ICE car in the city, I'm polluting for other people too, okay? So it's like you're smoking inside the car, inside the house of somebody else. It doesn't make any sense. So we have a product which are EV in general that do not pollute in the streets of the cities. So why put import taxes? I understand the issue of taxation and all that stuff, but as a consumer, I'm saying you give me the product, I'll buy the product because it's better for my health. So that's a bigger problem than say, okay, I have to defend my country in production, whatever. Produce the cars. And in fact, China blocked all the investment by Chinese companies in Europe to produce EVs. They had plans, many Chinese companies, they had plans to make factories in Eastern Europe, in Germany, I think in Belgium or Brussels or somewhere, because they were planning to buy, even here in Italy, they are planning to buy local factories from local automakers to make EVs. And now Chinese, they say, okay, you put import taxes on this, so we'll stop the investment for new factories. Good job, Europe. That doesn't make any sense. Let me know what do you think about this, because it's a big issue. This is a bigger issue everywhere. In the United States too, it's becoming an issue. And to me, it doesn't make sense if your health is in play. Okay. Now there are bigger issues. Say, okay, but when you produce batteries and all that stuff, that's not the point. The point is, where you drive the car, you don't pollute with EVs. There is no discussion about that. Okay, so let me know what you think. And this is all the news that I had for now. In the meantime, please subscribe to the channel, will help me a lot. And if you buy a Tesla, use my Tesla referral. There is a link in the description. You get 500 euros or dollar discount when you buy a Tesla with my link. Okay, so I'll wait till I finish and I'll catch you in a bit. So I finished to charge. I charged it to 95%, and I charged 28 kilowatt hour. So let's unlock the port. And did I unlock the port? Yeah. Okay, and let's get out of here. Does it give me the session? I charged, here it says 30.4. Instead, this guy told me, what was it, 28, I think? Yeah, well, anyway, Supercharger Talk number 34, it's done. And please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, share it, and I'll see you on next video. Ciao Tesla people.